don't like.
Does
Just
Puck
think like
does Puck really scale as poorly as people say he does? Because I think now
Yes.
like with Aghanims and all that stuff, it's still like he just doesn't do enough damage. Even
people
with
just stand there if you get Axe.
yeah, Puck Venge, dude, swap him out.
People do like Puck 4-staff.
Yeah, it's legit, dude.
It's all right.
With Venge, just a 4.5-second stun. Once those BKBs get down, Terrorblade's just standing there like I can't do anything.
This is a different strat from Alliance though than
Yeah.
we've seen. It's the Death Prophet is stable for them. The Ursa is something that they haven't turned to recently, but they're on Radiant, so I would say it's pretty risky.
All right, are we predicting here?
I'm going with Alliance.
Which
just
team
because
will win?
Virtus Pro is
I'll
not
take
in good
Alliance.
shape.
First player to get 15 denies.
I would say G.
I was gonna pick G also, but
Yeah, it's usually the mid laner.
this is really interesting. We're gonna pick the exact same thing. First team to kill
Wait,
Roshan.
Oh, that's definitely Alliance for me. Ursa, yeah.
Yeah.
Highest net worth at game end. Ooh, that's tough. I think Alliance is going to win, so we have to pick one of the Alliance cores. Bulldog is not on a farmer, so I don't want to say Bulldog.
I'm thinking S4, honestly. It's S4 or Loda.
Yeah, I think
I'm picking S4.
I'm picking S4. Actually, who do they give the Aegis to? Who do you think they're going to give the Aegis to?
Probably Loda.
Probably Loda.
I can just hear them arguing about who gets the Aegis and Loda being more serious about it, and S4 eventually being like, you know what? I don't need an Aegis. I'm just not going to die.
30 seconds.
I think I might pick Ursa.
All right, do it up. Dude, I'm digging on this Invoker hair, dude. Look at this new Immortal hair. He looks like
Dude,
Kael'thas.
that Immortal is awesome.
Look at you. He looks badass. This makes me want to learn how to play Invoker.
Oh, wait, who'd you select for first player to get 15 denies? You doing G?
I can't remember. Oh, that's this one. I did G, yeah.
Do I want to do G?
I almost chose S4. I feel bad that I didn't choose S4.
I'm going with Loda.
Well, okay. It could be Loda. That's it.
Begins.
Spice things up a little bit.
Yep.
Okay. Well, we missed all of the initial ward placements because we were busy doing the predictions, but hey, that's okay. We bought compendiums. So, Dire, I'll get a lane ward down in mid, and they're going to put the plateau. This seems to be a really common warding spot now. The plateau up at the Radiant Tier 1.
Yep.
I feel like I'm seeing this more and more. It's a good ward spot, though. It really gives you a lot of good intel. You can see rotations coming, all that kind of stuff.
More importantly, you can see them go Iron Talon jungle.
Oh, yeah. All right. Oh, this is the Squid Death Prophet. The bad character in The Little Mermaid. I don't like that cosmetic.
What's her
very
name?
much. Ursula,
Oh, yeah.
I think. Bulldog. Almost in trouble up top. He has to skill up Firefly. Actually, this is a first blood. Bulldog, hello. Easy money there for Aloha Dance. There you go.
Yeah.
Just a little too confident there. That's really
not-
all it was.
I have never really been a fan of Bulldog's Bat Rider, but that's
Are you just saying that because he fed first blood, or is that your honest opinion?
No. Well, during the Manila qualifiers, Mott asked me what I thought of his Bat Rider. I said it's better than Swindle's, but it's still not very good.
Oh, God. Savage. All right, so it is a straight dual lane mid here on both sides. S4 going to have the Wisp lingering around, and FNG is stable. What are you about?
Oh, I was looking at top. They have a
Oh.
stack already, and they're taking it from VP's side. They're denying Bulldog a lot of experience, and he really wants a part of that stack, but he doesn't have any napalm, so he can't really do it. I think Bulldog's going to be in a fair amount of trouble this game as far as farm and net worth goes.
Yeah.
And they have a really, they're supposed to have a pretty fast-paced lineup, so if they don't have the Blink dagger timing early, then they will not be able to relocate pressure.
Oh, what a cast. It almost goes back to EGM. He's going to have a tether up. FNG trying to find this kill. G nearby. Who's going to get it first? It's going to be VP. They'll trade 1 for 1, though. Both supports fall. And now G going to be forced back after taking some damage from S4.
Oh, it's Quas Wex Invoker.
Yeah.
Nice. Quas Wex is really good versus the IO. I actually forgot about Quas Wex. I was like, oh, Quas Extra is going to be too slow, but if it's Quas Wex, that is definitely the play.
So you see the relocates, can just drop EMP tornadoes. Is that kind of the general game plan?
Good. Yeah. And
It's like, what's a Wisp without mana? Is that the theory?
what's the Ursa without mana?
Yeah,
And
that
you
too.
can also just follow up with like Cask or Ravage. You can set up for like all these different spells.
Yeah, it's true. Well, even though the Bat Rider's not having the best time, the other lanes are going pretty well for Alliance. Loda's just in complete free farm heaven. This lane is sacked. Yoku's just been straight jungling. Iron Talon level 1, level 3 on the Tide Hunter. And mid lane it's fairly even. S4 with a very slight edge, but not by much. G, come on, man. You got to start racking up those denies. What are you doing?
He's Quas Wax. It's hard. Doesn't have that damage.
Chose the wrong one. S4, uh-oh, Cold Snap, Cask, Maledict to follow up. This could be a potential kill here. He's going to get healed up, and he's going to start taking a lot of damage from the Curse. Now the Soul Siphon the other way. It's actually G that's getting low. Are they going to dive this for the kill? They will. It's EGM that gets credit for it. It's the old switcheroo, Merlini.
Very patient with the Wisp. This is one of the very difficult parts about playing Wisp in the early game. Like, you think you got to kill. Oh, wait, he's healed. Oh, wait, we used all our spell to try and burst her down, and then you just get turned around on. And it looks like that Invoker Int nerf or mana nerf hurting him pretty badly. He didn't have enough mana to catch his EMP. Or, sorry, his Tornado. Oh.
That was the saddest Tornado I think I've ever seen from G right there. He still falls, though. That one last auto attack from the high ground gets him.
Nice.
A little vengeance the other way. 2-3. VP pull back into the lead.
Ursa just does not know the denying life. Come on, there's so many low creeps there, Loda. What the heck?
One deny. He's going to lose his creep.
He has the most free farm in the lane. Oh, man, Loader.
Dude, so what happens if nobody gets 15 denies? Does everybody just lose? That wasn't an option. I think everybody should just default win. What do you get if you win these, by the way? Do I get, like, tokens or something?
I don't know.
I need to open my Immortals. I'm so far behind.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Looks like some action could be brewing down bottom. No fear. Uh-oh, he gets hexed up. He's on the run. The follow-up stun from Ake, and the two supports will yield a kill. Nice setup there from Alliance. Vengeful Spirit, just wrong place, wrong time.
Very nice.
Tower's done.
Aggressive wards coming out from Alliance. They had that ward since the start. And this is the downside of having Iron Talon. You know, there's people are like, why not Iron Talon every game? This is why. Your tower dies 4 minutes.
Yeah.
With a Basilius.
And you know it, too. It's the same thing with the Beastmaster in the jungle. Yes, he does come online and can hit a timing, but that window before he's level 6 is brutal. G mid lane. Speaking of brutality, EGM smacks him with the balls. And S4 just follows up with a Crypt Swarm. Very nice.
Easy.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Those EGM balls, they're huge.
Top tower is under attack.
In your face all the time. Aloha Dance. Pressuring this tower. Bulldog. Ooh, going with the Windlace. Going with the new trend.
All right. So the drum rider.
Or even just casual Windlace. I still think you need the Blink Dagger. Or do you? I don't know.
I mean, I do like the drum build in some games. This one, I think just going for that good old-fashioned fast blink is their golden ticket.
I don't actually think so. Because Cross Wax Invoker owns the initiation. Tidehunter also owns the initiation. You can't jump on him. And Vengeful Swap.
S4 getting destroyed in the mid lane here. 3-on-1. Make it 4, actually, as Tide wanders his way over. Shares the Arcane Boots with the team. Nice, easy gank rotation there. Pretty active early game from both teams. Oh, look at this. Loda and EGM smoke into the Roche pit. Uh-oh.
No, they're just going for the 6-minute rune. I don't know if he's going to check. Oh, he is, and he doesn't have an invisibility rune. Oh, my goodness.
Dude, it doesn't get luckier than that. Now he's going to cast. He might get this kill on EGM.
Wow.
It doesn't get luckier than that, I don't think.
And Alliance just not really prepared. They did not have an Ops Ward over there. Luckily for them, Roche was not that low, so they will only get away with a Wisp kill. I'm surprised he didn't wait longer. Imagine if you were more patient and Loda was low and Roche was low. Oh my, that would have been a game changer.
I mean, maybe he just didn't want to give it up, but Witch Doctor off the map at this stage of the game is not suspicious at all for Alliance. They could have easily rotated over another hero and maybe gotten a kill on Loda. I'm actually a little surprised Loda's still going for this. Ake nearby. He's going to reveal himself, and now there's a big rotation. Short-range Tornado coming in. They are going to find the kill on Ake. Loda.
Give up on the Roche, I think.
Yeah, he's already gotten out of dodge. It's definitely the right call. S4, he floats his way over with those little tentacles, but now they're just going to hand the Roche over. Down to about 2/3 HP. Not easy for VP to take either.
Time for Tidehunter to get involved. Tidehunter, where are you at, bro?
Did they commit an exorcism for this?
Okay, Tidehunter's here. He has Ravage. No. Tornado, EMP, like in this tight area is just devastating. Last time I saw Yoku on the Tidehunter, he just farmed like so often, so much, and did not use his Ravage at all. This game, I'm glad to see him get a little bit more involved. Radiant has used their scan. Both teams do have an Observer Ward up in that area. Smoke gank onto Loader.
Yep, they're thinking about it. The rotation from VP, are they going to find him? They might get S4 instead. He goes right down to the low ground, stunned from the high ground. EGM comes cruising on in, but there's a Ravage ready and waiting. 2 down on the side of Alliance, and now VP get the green light to head right into the Roche pit.
That was a great smoke gank from them. Easy
Dire's middle
peasy.
tower is under attack.
Well, they do not want to give this up. Death Prophet, no buyback. This Roche is dropping really low. Ake wants to get a piece of that, and they have no fight in them.
Yeah, they really don't kill it quickly. Loda thinking about having a go, but doesn't have a blink dagger. No way to jump into the pit. Roche does go down to the Dire. Aloha Dance gets the Aegis. No fear. Pulled to the high ground. Bulldog will get a freebie on the Vengeful Spirit, but not the end of the world. All things considered, Virtus Pro pretty happy with an easy Roche and an Aegis now on their Terrorblade.
What a disaster.
Oof. Tough break for Alliance. That actually hands VP a pretty decent lead. Now the Cask bouncing around. Dude, so far this Witch Doctor has been a pretty effective pick against the Wisp, I have to say. S4 uses the Exorcism here.
And now Invoker has kind of recovered from that terrible early game. Now he's 4-2-1, pretty decent in terms of net worth, and Alliance will finally get that mid tower down. Yoku's burning down in the bottom lane. Bulldog very close to his Blink Dagger. This could be what they're looking for. They really need the level 6 on the Wisp, though.
And he's only level 4. Tomes of Knowledge coming out in about a minute's time.
Dude, Ursa's going to be in Strug City now.
Radiant's
Yeah.
top tower is under attack.
Experience is actually becoming the big bottleneck for Alliance. The Lion's not even level 6 either. He's at the very beginning of 5. So no Finger of Death. They really need that Finger to follow up these lassos to get the kills.
They were banking on that Roche so hard.
Yeah. Oh, man. Well, I guess that we all learned a lesson. Don't go into Roche before the 6-minute rune's going to spawn. At least see what the rune is first.
They didn't have vision. If they had vision, they would have been okay. They could have just killed him.
Yeah, yeah, you're right, actually. They would have seen exactly what happened.
That's a little bad timing from them and just good play by FNG running in there.
Radiant's
As soon as you know what's
Also,
down.
the Dota gods blessing FNG with the perfect rune for the situation.
Yep.
Because if he got any other rune, maybe he would have
been
Yeah.
able to destroy them.
Yeah, that's true, actually. Hasty would have checked the pit. Yeah, that's a good point. All right. Many of the other runes, he might not have been quite so manly there. There's the Blink Dagger on Bulldog.
That's a very good timing from Bulldog.
Yeah.
Despite his early bad start.
10 minutes, even without the Windlace, is good. So this is...
They're smoked up. FNG, Aloha Dance, and No Fear. Looking at S4, sensing out a smoke gank. Yeah, they know something's up.
Oh, they smoked themselves. S4, he's got himself the infused raindrops.
Under attack.
Here we go. Blink lasso onto No Fear. Cask not going to take any bounces, but it's a lackluster lasso. Only gets the Venge down to about half HP, and that is the Blink Dagger reveal.
That was underwhelming.
Yoku with a Ravage. Yeah, not surprised they didn't commit more for that.
He couldn't bring them into his team because of the cast, so he kind of had to pull it to the left, and they just did not have enough damage to follow up. Well,
Radiant
Aloha
structures are
Dance with
fortified.
Dragonlance complete, wailing
Radiant's
away on that
middle
mid
tower
tower.
is under
S4
attack.
thinking about it, deny.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Not going to happen. It's Witch Doctor that gets credit for it. Meanwhile, G rotates up top, wants to set something up. Tornado misses EGM.
Dire's
Wow,
top
that
tower
dude,
is under
do you
attack.
see the runes on the ground too? Like there's like inscriptions where he cast tornado.
Oh, that's what that was. I
That's
saw the goo.
sick.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool.
No, it just keeps getting better and better every time I see it. I'm like, dang, this is like
It
cool
matches-
as Immortal.
It matches Terrorblade. Uh-oh, swap. What do we got here? S4. He's in a sticky wicket, and they've got more than enough damage to bring him down. That's a sad Death Prophet.
Nice attempted save there by Bulldog with that pretty good flame break. However, they are just lacking on a lot of fronts. Loda kind of lost without an Aegis, as an Ursa should feel.
Dire's top
Yeah.
tower is under attack.
We didn't give VP enough credit.
I guess we are seeing kind of the weak side of the Ursa here. If you don't get the early game you're looking for with the Roche, you feel a little
Dire's
bit
top tower has
underwhelming. He's going for Mask of Madness.
That's a standard build.
Is it?
Yep. Do you not see Shanghai?
No.
Oh, well, that's the common build.
Okay.
CTY kind of got it first, and everyone was like, "Oh wow, this is pretty good."
It definitely has
You
a
put
place.
G? Oh, you got G right.
Woo.
Man, I blame Ursa for he had free farm. Where were the denies?
He's only got 3,
Oh
dude. He was
my
focused on the last
gosh.
hits. All 77 of them. He's number 1.
I guess I expected Tidehunter to come in the lane, but then he Iron
Yeah.
Taloned.
I
I
guess
need to see their starting items first before I do this.
Yeah, there you go. I guess the Mask of Madness, like,
Oh, they're coming from behind. They have a blink on a Tidehunter. This could be big.
can they relocate out in time? EGM, Nobody's going to head one way,
Dude, they
and
just
Loda's
ignored
going to
him.
go the other. All right. That was actually underwhelming. I thought VP would get a little more there. Wisp He still relocates out.
Ah, well, I mean, he's dead. Unless he tethers to the left, but
Dude,
creep
he-
way's a little bit far.
Is he going to be able to get it? I don't think so.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, he does tether, but it's not going to matter. Well, at least EGM makes a little bit of space. Loader stays alive, and the rest of Alliance split push around the map. Not too bad, minimizing their losses.
Their lineup's not great for split pushing. You have an Ursa, a DP, and a Bat Rider as your cores. And you're forced to split push because you lost the early game and you are Alliance.
Yeah, they need to fight around this lasso so much. Anytime they've got lasso, finger, exorcism up, I think they need to be looking to pick a fight.
They can fight with relocate. Just lasso, relocate into
Dire's
Ursa,
bottom
but
tower
the
under
problem is
attack.
they don't have that many kills, and if they don't see the Venge, it could just be like swapping and just getting crushed by Ravage or something.
Yeah. So does Loader just grab Blink next? After the Mask of Madness?
I think so.
I don't know what else you would want. He needs some way to get into these fights and actually do damage. He's still 0, 0, and 0. It's just been all farming for him so far.
I'm trying to think of any other build that would be okay for him, aside from a Blink Dagger. I think you have to go Blink.
Yeah.
He'll probably need a BKB at some point just because he has to deal with Tidehunter and Invoker. But I do not think you get that now.
No, I don't think so either. Yep, there's the Blink. Okay, so pretty standard stuff. Smoke
Bulldog.
rotation from VP. Yeah, they might find Bulldog in the tree line here. He's got a Blink Dagger. They ping him out right away. The smoke gets broken. Venge scouts it. Not going to be able to blink. They'll swap him, and it'll be an easy kill on the Bulldog. Dude, they knew exactly where he was.
Yep.
Can't teach an old dog new tricks.
They're getting owned now. This is not looking very good for Alliance at all.
Radiant's
Alliance
middle
fans
tower
around the
is under
world.
attack.
Sad to see their...
Dude, VP really
Prize
got
team.
gotten their stuff together. They're like incorporating the Tidehunter to a lot
Radiant's
more of these
bottom
fights.
tower
Yeah.
is
When I
under
saw them at
attack.
Frankfurt, they were just like, it was
Radiant's
4-1 all the time.
Oh, absolutely. They look way better than they were. EGM, tether away.
Dire's
Loda says, see you later, buddy. Good luck.
Radiant's
I'm going to blink out.
fortified.
Did you see the runes on the ground with the tornado?
Yeah, look at this. Sick Invoker.
So cool.
The hair is so simple, but I still like it. It's like he's got dreads, but they're not dreads. He looks kind of like Arthas, actually.
He does look like Arthas. You're right.
I was reading one of the Warcraft books on the plane ride here. I'm all up on that Warcraft lore.
No Fear walks into S4 and Ake.
Not the play here. He's got a TB nearby, but there's a lasso for him. They'll bring down No Fear first. Aloha Dance. Soon to be in some trouble. He does have friends on the way. There's Yoku with a Ravage on 3. Follow-up cask. They're going to turn this one around. It's a shake and bake, and Alliance aren't having it. Finger of Death from Lion helps set it up. It ends up being a chaotic fight, and for now, Alliance are finding the advantage. Yoku pushed back by the Exorcism. It'll be a 2 for 4 when it's all said and done. Invoker, the only one not joining the party. Big fight for Alliance. They get a 2,300 net worth exchange out of it.
That was great. No Invoker there to set up. That would have really helped them out, but I don't think that VP expected that like so many people right there.
Yeah.
They timed that Wisp death really well because you're like, okay, Wisp is dead. We can play great for a little bit, and then they just got slaughtered at their Ancients.
Yeah. I don't think they were ready for an Exorcism to be deployed there. I think they were just hoping that Ravage would be enough to turn it around, pick up a couple kills, and then all of a sudden it was literally the entire team. And I guess not too surprising G didn't show up. He's going for an Orchid. One of the kind of classic item builds for
Surprisingly, he didn't show up. I
Quaswex.
think it's actually surprising he didn't show up because he's Quaswex.
Well, I think he needs to finish his item. I think he's looking at this Orchid timing. We're already 16 minutes in. He's sort of close, but still needs a recipe. I think he just needs a little me time to get it finished up.
I think if he had a Tornado, though, the whole team can just bounce. Like, Tornado is really good this early.
No, it would have been good if he was there, but I understand why. Like, of all the
yeah.
timings for him to be farming, this is a pretty key. Like, the longer you delay the Orchid, the more you limit your, what you can do. Like, this is the point where he wants to be able to go hunt, destroy that Wisp,
but it's
catch
not
the lion.
worth it. They gave up a big lead because of that, and their Terrorblade died, which is
Yeah.
their highest net worth at this point. Like, he was pretty close to surviving because he got the Sunder off, and then they just didn't have enough follow-up because they kept getting chased down by Spirit Siphon. If you have like one break on the Spirit Siphon, you can reset the fight, and realizing that okay, they don't have vision over there and Alliance does, and take the fight in a better place, then they'd be in a much better situation. But Alliance getting back in the game.
I wonder what those runes say. Are they
I
just
don't-
made up
I
runes,
think
or is
they're
it
just made up
gibberish?
runes.
Damn it! I'm looking for a deeper meaning in life, Merlini. It must be in those runes.
You can make stuff up.
Whatever helps you sleep better at night. Oh, Terrorblade. What a hero. What
Team with the first Roshan kill. Incorrect. First player to get 15 tonight. Incorrect. Okay. I have 2 left.
All right, I got one. I got one correct. If Alliance wins, I'll be in pretty good shape. Highest net worth at the end of the game. I picked S4. You picked Loda. Oh no, I picked S4.
I picked Loda.
You picked Loda. Okay.
You are. I don't. Think
I'm
you're
not
gonna
winning
win
that one. Yeah. Things are gonna have to change quite a bit for that to be the case. We're gonna see a 5-0 smoke now out of Alliance. Bulldog in the front lines. Looking for a Roche possibly. Is it up? Yeah, it sure is. Take a look at
Where
Dire
is
Vision
Dire
here.
Smoke? Do they not have any smokes? They do not. This is going to be mega awkward. Just casually walking down.
At least Alliance don't commit to the Roche pit this time.
Yeah, that would have been a disaster. They just need to pick up with Bat. Yoku sitting pretty far in the back. Newly acquired Orchid. That could actually be very problematic for Ursa.
Mm-hmm. There's also a mech now on the Tide Hunter. Still no mech for the Radiant. Looks
It's
like
all good. You have Wisp.
yeah, BKB on the way for Loda coming up next. 1,000 gold off.
VP need to ensure that the Terrorblade survives. He's like their main damage dealer. Coswex is just there for the control to stop Ursa from doing his thing, counter-initiate on Batrider, kite the Death Prophet, but the real damage dealer is Aloha Dance. He needs to stay alive. Defensive swap so he can get off his Sunder, like Ravage to save him. They need to make sure that these spells go off in the fight so that VP can win it. Alliance, I don't exactly know how they initiate the fight, because if Bulldog doesn't initiate on the Venge, they get a defensive swap. If he initiates on Tidehunter, they just get destroyed. But if he doesn't go in, you have like a Death Prophet kind of just running in there. So it's not a great fight for them. I think he just blinks in there and gets vision and then deals with Lasso later.
Yeah, you need a silence from S4, I think. I hear the Lasso on the back line. Bulldog goes in deep. It's S4 that gets isolated, though, doing pretty good damage to VP. What a beautiful relocate. Keeps him safe from the Ravage, or at least for a little bit of time. S4 getting so low, but he will survive through it. Invoker did die. He's bought back instantly, and VP are starting to get cleaned up. This is Alliance's fight, and a lot of it because of the EGM relocate. Aloha Dance has already used his Sunder. Well, a few more auto attacks will bring him down. Bulldog committing deep. He's going to get it, but whoo, that was close. One more, and he would have fallen. It's a 4-0, and they forced a buyback on the Invoker. A huge fight for Alliance. 3,600 net worth exchanged. They're going to move right into the Roche pit.
Wow, that was one of the best relocates I've seen in a while. He saved them from the solo Ravage on the Tide.
Yeah, that was, and it was like last second. The timing on that was insane. S4 actually still got stunned by the Ravage, but it just pulled him into a far enough position that they couldn't really capitalize on it.
Yep.
Ake pushing back G. This will be a Roche for Alliance. Honestly, that was one of those plays that happened so fast you couldn't even really catch how clutch it was from EGM. That's like a highlight reel slow motion kind of play, and that is, there's a reason this guy's won a TI before, man. What a player.
What a player indeed. And Bulldog setting it up, all just causing chaos inside the pit. Ursa cleaning up. Now they are very healthily in the lead. Terrorblade, his Thunder was, he got like 300 HP from that, but he didn't really have a choice at that point.
I didn't even see it in all the chaos. I just saw it was on cooldown at the end when he needed it. It's a hard spell to try to use because you don't want to save it too long, but
They made it a lot better, though.
you need to use it at some point, yeah.
It's super long range.
It's still just a weird... I just don't understand how it synergizes with the rest of what Terrorblade does. I know he's notorious for being that hero that's been reworked a bunch of times, but it just... His other spells kind of make sense. And then,
Okay.
oh, just swap your HP. Sick.
Well, just read his flavor text. You didn't need that life, did you? The Demon Marauder steals that which you hold most dear.
Well, when
Makes sense now, Andrew.
when you put it that way, it all makes sense. You know, speaking of Warcraft lore, Illidan, the Sundering, right? That's why it's Sunder, because he's based on the Illidan model. Shh. Don't tell anybody.
Now you know.
Now you know. Now, Grant, man, he opened my eyes to the history of some of these spell names.
What was his name in Dota?
Dire's top
1.
tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Terrorblade the...
Biscuits.
Or was he I'm gonna look this up.
Yeah.
This is
Oh, well, Ake's going to die. That's all right. Oh, maybe not. Force staff back. Bulldog with a lasso. Now the relocate in. The BKB loaders here. He's going hard onto No Fear, and that'll finish off the Vengeful Spirit. Now Aloha Dance on the run. Meanwhile, on the other side of the fight, G getting pushed back hard. He's got the Exorcism on, but they're going to find the kill. Bulldog dives him deep, and this really spread out fight is going to benefit Alliance a lot. They get a 2-0.
Dire's top tower
Death
is
Prophet's
under
just
good.
running at them. Aloha Dance.
Yeah.
Let's have Sunder up.
Oh, he gets it off too. Why is
Doesn't
he in
matter.
so deep? Yeah, the Witch Doctor falls. I thought VP were just going to get out of there. Ravage actually brings him low. Aloha Dance almost turns it around. Loda with 20 HP. Merlini, that was such a weird team fight. It ends up a 4-0, vastly in favor of Alliance.
Terrorblade was just in a weird position where he was isolated from his team, and Tidehunter wasn't that close.
That wasn't even a team fight. It was like 3 mini skirmishes that all broke out, and Alliance just, they had the numbers advantage in all of them, it felt like.
They do not have a solution to Death Prophet just running in. That's what S4 is doing. He's just spirit siphoning people, running in, relying on EGM to heal him, and they don't want to blow Ravage on him because they saw what happened last time, but they actually cannot deal with the Death Prophet.
Dude, watching that fight, it was like the Invoker didn't know what to do. Literally, DP just charged him, and he pretty much died. I mean, all he has is Orchid Midas. He's not very beefy right now, and outside of Ghost Walk, he's not very survivable.
I still think that last time when he was farming up his Orchid, and then he didn't fight his team, help his team right there, that was the moment where VP lost a lot of this game.
Yeah, look at that gold graph. Oh my god.
That was a very important time for him to be with this team. And VP, they've lacked chemistry for some time now.
Yeah, we were talking about this on the panel earlier, and it seems like when everything's going according to plan, we're going to see Bulldog get picked off here. It looks like, yep, Stun from the Venge, going to make it nice and easy. Almost gets denied by the Hadouken, actually. It was pretty close. It seems like they draft with a game plan, and when everything's going according to plan, they look good. But once it starts to fray, once there's that one misplay, once the enemy throws a screw into the mix, that's where they start to fall apart, you know? And you're right. You go back to that one play, and ever since then, it's like VP haven't been on the same page. Before that, they looked pretty good.
They did. They had Aegis. They denied so much of what Alliance needed in the early game, but their team fight was like way stronger at that point too. They had Ravage, like Yoku was extremely farmed. They have Qualifiers Invoker with Midas, like who struggled early but then got back in the game, and then like you lose a 4-for-1 like that. Oh, FNG gets fingered.
All right, he gets peeled up, compliments of the mech, but now the ult from S4 comes out, and look at this positioning. He just charges him. EMP does do some work. Now Loda reinitiates with the BKB on. They drop the Witch Doctor straight away. S4 gets low, and he does fall. Tidehunter getting credit for that one. It's already a 2-for-1. TB at about half health. No Sunder available.
Wow, that was so close. He tried to use himself to dodge a Sunder, but he got it off right before.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. Yoku getting low. Now Ake blinking forward. The Bat Rider about to join the party. They're going to catch G. He comes in, grabs Aloha Dance. Nothing the Terrorblade can do. The initial part of that fight was actually a 4v5 without Bulldog. Once he joined up, everything got a lot easier. One left alive for VP, but it looks like not for long. Yoku caught by the flame break, and Loda will dive to finish him off. It's a triple kill and a complete team wipe as Alliance now move up to the high ground and start working on this tier 3.
I guess you can have as many Wisp counters as you want, but they still could not handle. Let's see, they played the Wisp so differently every time too. It's not like, okay, we're gonna relocate on Wisp or with Wisp and just kill people. They're using it just as making the Death Prophet almost impossible to kill. Like if they didn't get that Sunder off, Death Prophet would not have died that last fight. And
even that was a close call.
Yeah, even that was a super close call. And S4, he's just enabled so much by EGM's Wisp this game that everything just falls in place.
Yeah. It's
what the heck?
It's pretty insane. All right, let's see here. S4 now. Hey, he's picked up a Rod of Atos and now a Plate Mail. Haven't been paying too much attention to his item progression, but don't see Atos all that much. I do like it on DP, though. It has some natural synergy. Of course, she loves both those stats, the int and the HP, but the cripple's pretty good.
I think this makes the Invoker, like, super useless. You would just cripple him, Spirit Siphon, just run on top of him.
What does he do? Maybe he Ghost Walks. That's about it.
Ghost Walk, you're definitely dead.
Yeah, that's...
You have to hit, like, a really good tornado. But
man, you were really hyping up that Quaswex Invoker this game.
Well, I really disliked the Invoker pick. I was like, oh, God. VP already lost, and then they're like Quaswex. Like, oh, okay, that's salvageable. And then he wasn't there for that one important fight, and like he farmed his Orchid, but what has Orchid done this game for him?
Absolutely nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
Orchid's incredible on Quaswex Invoker when you're ahead and you can be the aggressor. When you're in the enemy jungle, the enemy supports are like on the back foot, and you can find those solo kills. When you can't do that, when you're on the back foot, it feels like a very underwhelming item. Like it still has some utility, but what difference does the silence make once they already get initiated on? You know?
And once Loda has BKB and Aegis and all this other stuff that they shouldn't have had to begin with.
And Loda's got a Basher now. Maybe you can use it to silence the Wisp so he can't relocate, save somebody, but even that's difficult because Wisp is going to be sitting far back and You know, you're not going to be able to catch the Bat Rider. He's going to blink lasso right away. It only works if you're the one that's initiating and starting these fights, and VP just have not been in that position.
Yeah, I liked it at the time, but they, as you said, it's much better when you're ahead, and they were kind of ahead up until he actually got it. So
Yeah,
it would have been okay. I guess if he expected to be in his sword position, he would have just went Scepter or something in transition.
right. Now, I see what you mean. At the time that he picked it up, they were actually kind of winning. They had stopped the Roche, and it looked like he might be able to take control. So
Yeah.
the thought process is
I don't
there.
blame him for it. It's just it was
didn't
a
work
really
out.
unfortunate series of events.
Yeah. Here we go. Initiation on Loda down bottom, perhaps.
No. Yeah, he has BKB.
Well, they
and
just
ult.
swapped him. They say yes, Merlini. BKB gets used. So does the Enrage. How's this fight going to go? Aloha Dance caught by the lasso. S4 joins the party. We move into some lag, and the Terrablade's just dead. An ambitious play from Virtus Pro, and now they're just dropping like flies. They'll lose FNG, no fear. It's a quick 3-0 just like that. The rest of them in full retreat. G in Ghost Walk form. He'll make it out. Yoku, he's slowed up by the big bad bat, and that Rod of Atos coming in handy. It will be a 4-0. Well, I guess Coach Merlini called it right. A fight they shouldn't have taken, but VP
Definitely do not go in the Ursa there.
we're pretty bold about that one. What was the game plan there? Like,
desperate. Hope no one was behind him.
yeah, I guess that's it. If you look at Dire Vision, they've got some wards in the jungle, but they couldn't see behind
They're
the tree
just
line,
like-
so they didn't know what was there.
I think their morale is beaten.
Was that just the YOLO smoke? Like, well, we
Yeah.
might as well try something, guys. We lost anyway.
They want to make a play before the next Aegis because they know if they don't take that, they will definitely lose. So
Okay.
that's they didn't stand a chance though. Honestly, that fight. As soon as they lasso Loda, he popped his Enrage. It was over.
Yeah.
That's okay.
I mean, they didn't even come close to killing him either. Like,
At least they tried. I admire that more than sitting back in your base and turtling.
Okay, yeah, no, I'm of the same mindset. It looks like a worse play than it is because the alternative is just sit there passively and let Alliance get further and further.
You're
ahead.
hoping that no one's behind him, but even if no one's behind him, it's
Yeah.
still a very difficult kill.
I mean, as you get progressively further behind in a game, your tolerance for risk has to go up, basically.
What they could have done is smoke around the bottom, behind the T2.
Well, you mean like wrap around, kind of like this way?
Because that's where the supports are sitting.
Okay.
So if you think the supports are sitting behind, you wrap around. If you think that he's alone, then you go on him.
I
So
see.
I think they just assumed that he was alone, or
Dude,
sorry,
look at
hoped
this!
that he was alone.
Look at this VP positioning right now. If you look at their wards, they just have like this. They own this area of the map right here. That's all VP. They're looking for kills. They're looking to hunt.
That's their last play. It's smoke into the opponent jungle, get a pick, get roast, and then get back into the game.
Yeah.
So set up wards.
I mean, I like it though.
It's
This
necessary.
is like what they have to do. They're taking risk.
Yeah, you
If it
can tell
works.
that they have good ideas. It's just some of their execution and stuff is just not
Yeah.
great.
Alliance getting a little vision control here. They do have a gem on the Bat Rider. They are going to start clearing out these wards. Loda loses his blink. Yoku on the way in, thinking about a gush.
Nah, Loda's in front. His position is really, really good for these fights. They cannot bypass him to get to the squishy targets. You want to kill Ake, you want to kill EGM.
Yeah.
You can deal with the lasso because you have Swap and Sunder. But
BKB Bulldog, he goes cruising on in. Lasso grabs No Fear. They take the Venge out to start the fight. Aloha Dance gets left behind, and G, he gets caught by the Abyssal Blade on the backside. Ravage from Yoku helps break it up a little bit. It does get the kill on EGM, but it's not going to be enough to save his team. They've lost their supports, and they are just dropping like flies. Invoker barely limps away in Ghost Walk. EGM buys back. Loda is just on a complete tirade right now, 11-0-6. They're going to move into the Roche pit, and this should be yet another Roshan for Alliance. Because of the buyback, they don't get a huge net worth gain, but this is their game, baby.
that was another hopeful, hey, maybe they won't expect us to Roche. I didn't expect them to Roche.
That's true. It's unpredictable.
Unpredictable. Sometimes the crazy play is the best play.
Yeah.
Because there's no losing more. It's just you lose. Now they're going to lose more because of that, but who cares? Because they try to win. I'm down with that. I'm totally down with you, VP.
Yeah.
You guys lost, but that's okay.
Dude, they go out like fighters. They don't do any of this. We lost a fight, GG, before you get to the base. They go for that last-ditch effort. They go for the YOLO Ravage, even if it doesn't work. Runes come flying in the Tornado. Mid lane of Barracks. About to be turned to rubble here. Alliance with the right clicks. They will secure the melee Barracks. Range shortly after. VP, well, pretty light on buybacks here, though they do have one or two available. Alliance not going to get cocky. They will just back out after finding the Barracks kills. They've got all of their ultimates except the Exorcism coming up in about 60 seconds, but similar timing to the Ravage. So if they want to pick a fight, they might be able to.
So what can VP do right now? They could sit in base, But smoke of deceit, stock 1.
Do they have it?
Yes.
Oh.
Stock 1.
Yes.
This is where they make the last. No, I don't know.
Come on, VP. This is you.
It's completely crazy to fight into an Aegis cheese, but VP might just be crazy enough to do it.
I mean, this game is really looking rocky for them, though. It's looking very dark at this point. I don't want to try out a hero build. Please go away.
How big of a bang can you go out with, VP?
Maybe they can at least kill Loda. Loda still hasn't died yet this game.
No,
11, 0, and 6. Hey,
can't
they
kill
tried
Loda
it
here.
before. It didn't work. Second
Look at
time.
his items, dude. Even without a wisp in the game, you can't do it.
Even without the Aegis, they probably can't do it.
Yeah.
Killing him twice, that's going to be something.
BKB just owns everything that they have. They have no instant disable.
Yeah. No, you're absolutely right. I mean, they could swap him into tier 4s.
No, he has Enrage.
I mean, what do you want me to say? They lost? Come on, man.
They did lose. They have lost. I want to see them go out with a bang, though.
All right. Well, they could get a 6 Sunder. Another cool Sunder on the DP could be good. VP on DP. All right, look at it go. EMP, Cask bouncing around. There is no glyph for Virtus Pro. 20 seconds till that bad boy comes back up. Loda just going up on the high ground. He takes the Orchid. It hurts. It tickles. He's okay.
Oh, they passed the cheese to Wisp. There is... Oh, my goodness. They have to kill Wisp.
And he has a mech now, too. Oh, dude, the amount of healing he can put into Loda is actually insane. Cask. Oh.
Don't act like you're scared for Ursa's life.
Dude, I thought that was going to start bouncing back and forth and they were going to go for it. That was the opening right there, but good positioning from Ake. Only takes 1 bounce. Tornado. Off the mark. Well, this is an anticlimactic slow siege here.
Well, I expected VP to make a YOLO play, because I think they have to make a YOLO play.
I mean, Alliance are playing this so cautious, so smart.
They have a lot of time to do so.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot on the line here. Oh, my God. Right in onto G. Nice swap back from No Fear. Loda's already used his BKB. Now Bulldog joins the party. No Fear, caught by the lasso, pulled right into enemy territory. Ake actually gets destroyed by Aloha Dance. They trade 1 for 1 in terms of supports, but the tier 3 tower's already gone down. Yoku with the ultimate. The Ravage actually does some okay damage here. Loda's out of mana, but don't forget, he's got the Aegis. S4 getting low, but don't worry. EGM's got him tethered up. He's already fed the cheese over. Loda getting low. S4. These ghosts are doing a lot of damage here, Merlini. G overcommits outside of the base. He falls. They kill the Ursa for the first time, but it costs them everything. FNG trying to make it back, but the Soul Siphon slowing him down. No Fear from the grave. Taps out. GG, well played. 34-18. It's Alliance coming out big. 13-0 and 8 on Loda's Ursa.
Which team will win? How did I get result none? What the heck?
Wait. Yeah, what the hell is that?
I don't know.
Nobody won.
Dota 2 sometimes.
Shenanigans. Well,
VP not looking in good shape. Their top 3 hopes are kind of dashed at this point, if that's the sort of fight that they put up versus a team like Alliance. Alliance, a little bit of a shaky early game, but all in all...
I do like that Alliance are switching it up, though. Wisp in their comfort zone, you mentioned it during the game, but that's much different from the Alliance Wisp that we know
The
from
only
past.
different thing I think was... Actually, what was different?
Well, just instead of playing it around, hey, this is a global strat to relocate, it was much more, we're going to Death Ball and Wisp is like a mobile
they've
fountain.
done that before.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's not new like they just did it for the first time in this game, but it's new in the context of Alliance, a team known for being pretty one-dimensional. It's a step in the right direction, dude. Come on, give them some credit for being a little bit different.
Oh, yeah, it was really good.